got sick with the Rona a couple days ago. Second coworker tested positive. So here I am about to do my own test, and if I, comes out positive, I have to be off work for a week, which is super cool because like I honestly don't even feel that bad. It's just like kind of a shitty hangover, but this is way more complicated than I anticipated. Got my COVID test. Gonna see how this works out. Oh, wonderful. Instructions. My favorite thing that I definitely read all of the time. Part of the instructions is to read the instructions. Oh. Apparently they don't want you to just tear it open. That's cool. That would have been nice to know, but it should hopefully be fine. Yeah, I got the little hole in it now, and I'm a dipshit and rip the fuck out of the box. But it is what it is. Oh boy, super fun. Remove the foil from the top of the extraction buffer tube. I would imagine this is the extraction buffer tube. And I am now removing the foil. Gotta get my swabby boy out. Gently insert the entire absorbent tip of the swab head into one nostril, a half to 3/4 of an inch. With children, not relevant. Firmly rub the swab in a circular motion around the inside of the nostril 5 times. Take approximately 15 seconds to collect the specimen. Be sure to collect any nasal drainage that may be present on the swab. Brutal. And then I put the swab into the tube and swirl for 30 seconds. You gotta make sure to do it for 30 seconds. Rotate the swab 5 times while squeezing the tube. Well, if the tube's already in the fucking thing, like... Okay, this is probably the thing that, so... Gonna do some swirls. Apparently we do it in both. 12, 13, 14, 15. Holy shit, that's awful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, those are some bugs. Okay, putting the swab in the tube that apparently for some reason had to go in the box. Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi 8, Mississippi 9, Mississippi 10, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 26, Mississippi 27, Mississippi 28, Mississippi 29, Mississippi 30, Mississippi. Now, rotate the swab 5 times while squeezing the tube. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 1 for good measure. Couple for good measure. Dispose of swab. Attach the dongle. And the dongle is now attached. Mix thoroughly by flicking and swirling the bottom of the tube. Oh, that is... I don't know if you've had the COVID test before, y'all at home, but that's my first time, and that's kind of awful. Alright, now take out the testy boy. 4 drops onto the sample well, which I'm gonna assume is S, and then pitch my booger thing. Set a timer for 15 minutes. It says do not read after 30. Yep, that's a Hadoken. So trash that. Just 15. And I'll see y'all in 15. Okay, so the 15 minutes are up, and I don't know, it's out of focus, but to, test line here, or control line up top, test line at the bottom, it's like very, very faintly there, so maybe I just have some bitch-ass version of COVID, or maybe I don't have it at all. I'm gonna call work and see what they want me to do about that. Okay, so it appears as if Operation Trashcation is a go. I called the main office, and even though I'm honestly feeling fine, I gotta stay out of work for 5 days. That's super cool. And then I get to have the wonders of masking up for additional 5 days after that in the middle of June. So that's gonna be super fun. But, it is what it is. I've taken this opportunity to film this documentary because I haven't had off work for more than like 3 days in a row in like 10 years. And honestly, my premise is that when I am forced to take time off of work, I will actually be productive in pursuing endeavors that I find entertaining, as opposed to just doing my shitty job, getting home, playing some games of League, rinse, repeat. We're gonna see if that premise holds true, and if I can actually, write a couple scripts, make some more videos, and hopefully this will be entertaining. So I'm hoping that this is, like I said, entertaining. I didn't shoot yesterday because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be forced to take the full 5 days, and if I wasn't forced to take the full 5 days, not really documentary there. But anyway, Trashcation. My premise is that, what is my premise? My premise is that I will eventually get bored of grinding out video games and thereby force myself to be productive. I guess I'm kind of being productive right now by filming all of this, but this is really like the bare minimum effort. Anyway, that's the situation. I haven't had off work for more than 3 days in a row. Now I'm forced to take like basically a week off, and we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully you'll enjoy the ride. Hey guys, I am back this time. Well, crap. I had a whole thing prepared, but now it is suddenly causing me to draw a blank. But, okay, so I previously didn't have any sort of structure to this, but what's going to happen now is I'm going to set a timer for approximately every 3 hours of the 5 days that I am off work. Again, longest stretch of time that I've ever been off work, trying to see what happens there. So anyway, like I said, timer every 3 hours. Gonna tell you what I've been doing the past 3 hours. The goal is, I don't really know what the goal is, but my hypothesis is that eventually I will get bored of playing video games and work on something productive. So I have played 3 games of League, which I'm marking it down on this paper right here, and I did not mark down the last one. So 3 games of League, 1 game of Rogue Tower because I got a penalty for dodging a game of League. So that's basically what it's going to be. This was kind of rambly and meandering. I might at some point decide to do some sort of outline so that these are more succinct and coherent. But right now I'm just kind of every 3 hours going to talk for at least 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, something like that. Do it sort of freeform, see what happens, and hopefully throughout the course of this documentary you will be entertained and some sort of through line will emerge. But, you know, I got 30 seconds more of talking to do, so I have to fill that up. That's super cool. And I did actually get, like, you know, 2 pages written of a thing, so doesn't bode particularly well that I'm already getting bored of video games and writing. I mean, it bodes well for productivity, but not so much for this documentary, so hopefully writing will become a drag and I'll play more video games so I can then play less video games and do more writing, but have it prove my hypothesis or something like that. Okay, so I am back for my second 3-hour benchmark thing, whatever you want to call it. I've been trying to like think of things to say in these during that like 3-hour chunk, but you know, I forget things often, so half the things I think about saying I don't say. Hopefully I'll get into the next one eventually. What I might do is I might like make little like post-it notes or something to just give me jumping off points for these little, whatever you want to call them, camera talks, interview-esque things. Is this in focus? Well, I can't see from back here because apparently my eyesight is awful. Maybe I'm in focus. If I'm not in focus, I apologize. It is technically 2, day 1. Yesterday was probably day 1, and like yesterday I honestly did kind of feel like but like today I feel fine. Got a little bit of a sniffles, like a little bit lightheaded, but nothing else. But it is what it is. And like, I'm not trying to make this documentary about COVID. I feel like everyone's feelings on that is pretty settled at this point, regardless of how you feel. Your feelings are probably settled. It's just the inciting incident for me making this documentary, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I haven't had this much time off work in basically ever, and now that I am obligated to take this time off work, I figured, you know, why not do something that I couldn't do otherwise with it? Make the best of a bad situation, as they say. I am back. I turned autofocus on, and I am now way more in focus. So that leads me to believe that my last one was super out of focus. Sorry from the future about that one. It is now 4:05. Like I said, this is probably going to be the last timed video. Where I don't know what I'm going to call these. Recording probably seems better. But yeah, last recording that is timed. I'll probably do one more before I go to sleep, just as a nice bookend for the day. That also leads me into my insane sleeping schedule. So it is now 4:07. Started this video at 4:05 in the morning, which is, I've been told, atypical. So I am kind of a night owl, obviously, so that'll probably come out. The last time I had a Trashcation, I ended up actually just naturally reverting back to the stay up as long as I can, get 3 hours of sleep, wake up, do some stuff, 3 hours of sleep, wake up, do some stuff, etc. I kind of don't want to do that this time, if I can help it, just because that screws up my sleep schedule monumentally, but it is what it is if it happens. So yeah, I will catch you guys in a little bit. Also, I'm trying to work on a new outro. I don't know if catch you guys in a little bit will be good, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, see you in the recording before I pass out. This is my last recording of day 2. Yeah, it's 6:12 in the morning. Pretty typical bedtime for me, if not a little bit late. Like I said previously, I'm kind of nocturnal, but pretty medium day. Today would be one of my scheduled days off anyways, so nothing too out of the ordinary going on yet. We'll see how it goes within the next few days or so. I think progress today on this doc, was pretty good. It's turning out, well, I don't really know yet, but it's good to have like a project and such. I guess I could just be not filming all of this like a normal person, but here I am, here you are potentially watching, and yeah, so that's how it goes. It sounded like I was going to end here, but I've got only a minute and a half about, so I guess I should just keep rambling. I'm going to try to get a little bit more shots tomorrow. I started a little bit late on the every 3 hours type thing. I also woke up a little bit late. I got a little bit of B-roll yesterday, but basically none, so these first 2 days are probably gonna have none, if not one of those B-roll things. I might do, hey bud, yeah, some sort of a recreation thing. Yeah, he's being a brat. But I might have to reenact one of the scenes, because I think it'd be cool to have that as B-roll, but we'll see. So I guess goal for tomorrow, my half-ass goal is to play more League, but also that's antithetical to the point of this documentary of like me not playing League. So if I endeavor to play more League for the documentary, that kind of defeats the purpose. So I'll just like do basically whatever the hell I want, but primarily I focus on trying to get a little bit more B-roll, so you guys aren't just like watching me go through these monologues, because that's probably gonna make for some chill bud dog shit films. But anyway, that's it for day 2. Yeah. Day number 3. I got a call from my boss, and there's apparently a small chance I could go back to work. I don't know how I feel about it, you know? Like, yeah, I don't want to be obose and stay out of work if I don't have to go to work, or stay out of work if I don't have to, but I did start filming this, so it'd kind of be cool to get it all done. I also might not be able to go back, so it is what it is. I guess I'll keep filming, and yeah, so plans for today, basically non-existent. We're supposed to be filming with Tallulah, but she's worried about the Rona, and understandably so. You know, don't want to get her sick as well. So I guess just keep on keeping on, doing the filming every 3 hours, and then rambling for 3 minutes like I've been doing, and holy crap. Yeah, and like I said last night, I think I'm going to try to get more B-roll, so that could be interesting. So yeah, this is technically day 3, the last day that I am typically off, so starting tomorrow will be my first of 3 actual sick days, second of 3 because I had an actual sick day Sunday. But yeah, gonna get more B-roll. I had a bunch of other stuff I was gonna say during this one, but I, like a jackass, decided to not write it down.
Okay, so this is my 627 check-in. That seems like a reasonable thing to call them now. So glad I got that sorted out. Tonight is D&D night, so there's a pretty solid chance. Dude, come on, man. So there's a pretty decent chance that I'm not going to be recording, doing these check-ins, at least for like 4 hours, 5 hours at this point, so in summation I'm going to be skipping one. But yeah, I just placed my very first DoorDash order. And honestly, so I don't think it's been clear, but I am a pizza delivery guy, and DoorDash is kind of bullshit. Like, I understand that it's super, super convenient for you guys that don't want to pick up your food or cannot pick up your food for whatever reason. And, like, if you're getting DoorDash from a place that doesn't offer delivery, sure, that's fine. But, like, honestly, if you get DoorDash from a pizza shop that offers delivery, you are the scum of the earth, and I kind of hope you get hit by a bus full of AIDS needles, to be completely honest. And also, just a quick note on the app, the highest tip for that it offered you, like, without putting in a custom value, is $3.50, and $3.50 to anybody watching is a dog shit tip. If you tip your pizza guy $3.50, also bus full of AIDS needles for you, because that's garbage. The metric is $5 or 10%, whichever is higher, plus an additional 2% or $1 if you have any ridiculous feature in your driveway or location, like your driveway's really long, full of potholes, you got dogs that might bite the driver, etc., etc. Don't be an asshole. The only way that, delivery drivers can make your life any easier is if we shove the food in your stupid face and wipe your ass afterwards. So there that is, got that out of the way, my pizza guy delivery rant. So yeah, I got food coming, D&D here in a bit, got a new title for these things, which is now check-ins, so accomplished that. Basically, this entire afternoon, what most people, my facsimile for morning, all I've been doing is just playing Vidya, smoking cigarettes, kind of relaxing, hoping to motivate myself to do something, which probably won't happen, which is fine, because today's D&D night, so I'm probably just going to do that. I typically just do that. It's normally filming day, but like I said earlier, Tallulah didn't want to risk getting the Rona, which is completely understandable. And then yeah, after D&D, it is release day, so I will probably, my next check-in will probably be when I'm uploading episode 9 of On the Left-Hand Side to the same YouTube channel that you're watching this on. So if you're watching this and have gotten this far, I would kind of implore you to go watch the rest of the videos, because, like, they're pretty funny. Not all of them are spectacular. Production value is kind of dog shit, but if you're watching this, you don't really give a shit about production value. So anyway, that's it for now. Catcha. I don't like that catchphrase. Catcha is, like, it's fine, but it's very trendy, so I will catch you guys later is the more me way of saying that, I suppose. Okay, so like I said earlier, I deliver pizzas, and for food I decided to try this place right down the road, Ohio Valley Pizza. I've heard before I opened this, they do not melt their cheese, and I am kind of under the impression that is some commie bullshit, but we'll try it out. Okay. It doesn't look oh, look, whole thing comes off. Wow, neat. So yeah, that's reasonable. Crust, fine. Yeah, so apparently the cheese does melt over the box, but, like, I don't know. I'm gonna take a whack and find out. Okay, getting a cornery piece here. I got it with the, as opposed to typical pizza sauce, the oily thing. So, see, I don't know. I guess, like, a good litmus test would have been with the normal sauce, but it is what it is. Alright, that's actually pretty solid. Ohio Valley Pizza. Sorry, I called you guys commie bastards. Pizza's solid. Okay, so this is my post D&D check-in. It's 10:06. D&D ran a little shorter than it typically does. One of the players was not super stoked with how a situation went. But other than that, it was fun. I play a little like gross goblin type character, and we were fighting our mythic blue dragon, which, you know, if you know, you know, but it's a big, scurry dragon. And it failed to save, and at the beginning of combat, it just immediately insta-died. Like, I flesh to stoned it, so it just turned into a rock. And then, we got back to town, and I used some new spells to try to create clones of myself. And they take like 4 to 5 months to make, and one of the other players was not super stoked about taking that much downtime, and abruptly quit the session. So yeah, a little bit bummed that D&D didn't go a little bit longer, but I don't know. Maybe I'm the asshole in the situation. If I am, my bad and all that, but I don't know. It is what it is, and it's not quite at 3 minutes yet. I don't know how often I'm going to keep harping on that 3 minutes thing, because like, it seems to be kind of an arbitrary constraint. Like, why say more if I don't have more to say? But anyway, so yeah, let's keep it succinct this time, and I will catch you at the next check-in. Okay, so a little bit before my next scheduled check-in or whatever, but it is Tuesday, so that means I'm going to upload the new episode of On the Left Hand Side. Yeah, I've been doing the, weekly uploads for, the goal was 10 weeks, and we're on episode 9 right now, so it's pretty cool that we're about to hit that goal. Yeah, so uploading that video, and yeah. Okay, it is 3:26 in the morning. Probably going to be my last check-in until my ultimate check-in, so I guess you could say it's the penultimate check-in. So yeah, got basically no work done today. Played a bunch of video games, had D&D, had that whole debacle going on, and yeah, so today is the last day of my typical scheduled days off, and tomorrow begins my, I guess, forced vacation, so the Trashcation begins in true, so to speak. Yeah, I'll see you guys when, fuck words. I'll see you guys before I go to bed. This is my final check-in before I call it on what is day 3. Between now and the last one, I've sort of had the inclination that I should talk about my feelings in these more. I guess, unless y'all really want to listen to me literally just kind of tell you what I'm going to do, then show B-roll of me doing it. But that's probably gets pretty old pretty quickly. So, yeah, I guess, like I said earlier, this is the last day that I would typically be scheduled off. It is Tuesday, I guess Wednesday now, but I typically am off Monday, Tuesday, so I would typically be going back to work tomorrow, but I am not going back to work tomorrow. I am home for the next 3 days, doing whatever, so it's really the whole start of this experiment. I'm feeling kind of excited because, like, on the one hand, it is 3 days that I get to relax and like work on this film, whatever. But at the same time, like, you know, bucks, like money. I should be fine in that regard, but it's still like disconcerting. I am, you know, in the green, the profitable one, slightly, but only marginally so. So this is definitely cutting into any funds I have set aside for emergencies, and you know, if something else were to pop off immediately after this, depending on its cost situation, I could totally be screwed. So I guess here's hoping that that doesn't happen. Yeah, but other than the general anxiety around finances, I guess I'm pretty excited to see where this thing goes, and just in general to not have to be working for 3 days. That seems pretty cool, I guess.
Okay, so this is officially, what is it, day 4. First check-in at 3:52, and what I had anticipated happening actually ended up happening. I didn't set any of my alarms, and I was a lazy bum and slept in later than usual. Is what it is, but you know, now I'll probably end up staying up later, and it'll repeat itself. So that's fun. Eventually it'll, you know, work itself out, or it won't. Anyways, yeah. Day 4 of Trashcation. What do I plan on doing today? I'm honestly planning on writing a shit ton. Hopefully. I say that now, but, you know. Yeah. So, that is first check-in. I will catch you guys in... Oh, yeah, so... Is check you guys later a good sign-off phrase? I don't know. I thought it was good last night, like while I was about to fall asleep, but now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds kind of dumb. But anyways, I'll check you guys later. Okay, so it is day 4, check-in number 2. I basically didn't do shit. I played a game of League, lost because of reasons, and then I just played a shit ton of Rogue Tower. I think I touched on it earlier, but that's the type of game where, like, it gets you so close to victory and then it just, like, completely demolishes you, so you're like, oh man, I was so close, I'll do this again, and I'll do this again, and then all of a sudden you played, like, you know, 5 games of Rogue Tower, and that's several hours of your life gone by, approximately 3 at this point. So I am hoping to not so much write some new things for the YouTube channel, but maybe even get some new things made using stock footage and just like fair use clips.
one of the ideas that I have is to just try to figure out how to download a bunch of commercials and do commentary on the commercials, because advertising is pretty bullshit and they're bad at it, and they make more money doing something that they are bad at than I do. So I'm going to mock them for it, if that makes sense. Potentially, I don't know. It might not even be a good idea. But yeah, I also do have to write a couple of other things, but I think that the advertising, mocking, whatever you want to call it, I'm thinking of calling it like commercials are stupid or something. That seems like a pretty doable task, and it gets, content on the channel, and that's always a plus, because time of recording, I've got a cool 5 subscribers, and that is not a lot. And not that I don't overly care about how many subscribers I have, other than like it's a reasonable metric for success. Like, I don't want to do my current job anymore, and I want to make movies and shit, so 5 subscribers is not conducive to that. So the goal is, to eventually get monetized on YouTube and such. Hopefully that advertising idea, I have enough, discipline to do it, and it's funny and people like it. I don't know though. So yeah, that's been basically my last 3 hours, and I will check up with you guys in a little bit.
911, what's your emergency? I just get in the car accident. My car slipped in the water in the car and I checked it out. 911, what is your emergency? I came on Donald Gordon and a hard wind and switching out the city. Okay, do not hang up. 911, what's your...
It's 8:36, a little bit before my next scheduled check-in. I actually did do some work on that advertising thing that I mentioned earlier. And by some work, I mean I spent like 30 minutes figuring out how to download videos or screen capture or something, and just got a bunch of commercials. As I was doing it, I got slightly concerned that that they would get copyright struck if I put them on YouTube, but one could reasonably make the argument that if I am doing commentary on them, that is fair use and such, so I'm probably gonna, hey there. A rare appearance by the smaller cat. Okay, so it is my next regularly scheduled checkup. So I've been writing all of these down. 10:18. Writing most of them down. But yeah, so next scheduled checkup. I suppose during this period I could try to write some more. I kind of gotta marked up my league game. Yeah, I basically just played League since last time. Gonna eat some food, maybe do some writing. So yeah, I guess in regards to food, I've been trying to, like I said, during these excess days off, stick to what would typically be my work routine, and that is I typically don't eat all day till I get home. And then I just have like one big meal and maybe some typically some snacky food to like try to hold me over. So like I'll eat like a couple hours before I go to bed, and then the residual sustenance from that will hopefully keep me full for part of the next day. I don't know whether or not it works, it's just what I do. But yeah, so on the itinerary is food, writing, probably more league. So yeah, that seems like a reasonable course of action, and I'll just end this here, I guess. Okay, so I didn't write anything. It's been 3 hours, and I decided to play some more League. What else did I do? Ate some food, played some League. One of my buddies was on, so I hopped in some games with him. Not that that's like the best excuse for not writing, but is what it is. Yeah, so there it is. It's unfortunate. I typically don't write when it's close to, me passing out, but it's not that close, so I guess I could write some still, but the new episode of this podcast that I'm into just came out, and I kind of want to do that. I mean, I've got time, like I said. I got 2 basically more days free off work. Surely I will get some writing done in that amount of time. But yeah, so basically I set a goal and I failed at it after not really trying that hard to accomplish that goal. I'm not super worried about it. Like writing, I don't dislike doing it, but like the way I think about it is you have to like marinate on ideas for some time, or else that's what I'd like to think, but then it's also kind of a cop-out, because it's like once you sit down with nothing else going on in front of the screen, typically something comes out. It's not always like the best, but it's something, and sometimes just like, yeah, you gotta force yourself to do it, and I have, as of yet, not forced myself to do it. Yeah? Did you write at all? Did you do any writing, small cat? No? This is my small cat. She's much more polite than the other one. You might have seen her earlier. She was in one of the 3 takes I used for that other thing that I may or may not use. But I got some B-roll of her, and now she's being like super, super chill. Huh? Yeah? Are you disappointed in me because I didn't write? Are you?
Whatever. So she then just goes.
Awesome. And then what about Neil? How does Neil get contacted?
Okay, so this is my last check-in for day 4. Oh, look, that's auto-focusing. Okay. Okay, so this is my last check-in for day 4. I actually did get a little bit of writing done in the previous allotted amount of time. Not like a whole lot. 2 pages, 2 1/4 pages. And like when I say writing, I'm not like chill, bud. I'm not like writing a novel or anything. It's like literally screenplay pages. So any number that I give out is like significantly less impressive with that taken into consideration. But I mean, I got 2 done. I'm trying to go for another 10, like 7 to 10 pages, because it's like 1 page per minute or something. On this one, so I'm gonna try it tomorrow after I get all hopped up on energy drinks and stuff. But what I'm doing right now is I got like, it's like 4 in the morning, so I got like another hour and a half, 2 hours before I go to sleep. I'm actually, for the first time in 2022, watching Happy Gilmore. I don't know. Just seems like a movie that I should have seen at some point and I never have. So I am going to do that now. Day 4, final check-in. How am I feeling about today? I mean, it was fine. Like, I played some League, played, honestly, like, more Rogue Tower, which, like, Rogue Tower is an introduction into the equation of Trashcation. That's a sentence. That I did not anticipate. I kind of just restarted playing it on a whim and ended up playing a lot of it. So I think I might try to cut that out tomorrow. Like, honestly, I usually play a bunch of Magic, and Rogue Tower is kind of just like filled the role that Magic would typically fill. You know, like the off game that I play when I don't really want to play League. But I guess we'll see. I was the bare minimum level of productive that I could be while still being productive. Like, I wrote 2.25 pages and downloaded fucking 5 videos off of the internet. I'm not like nose to the grindstone or anything, so that's fun. I am, like I said previously, going to try to finish up the thing that I started writing today with the aid of caffeine. I just didn't want to, like, chug a monster at 2 in the morning. I mean, maybe I'll do that tomorrow, to be honest. Like, it would be interesting for one of these. Look, she's back. It would be interesting for one of these if I actually stayed up super late and saw how that worked out. So, fun. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling on day 4, first of the true Trashcation days, where I actually would have been at work today, but am not, and it was fine. Like, I enjoyed it. Definitely better than, like, if I had been paid to do exactly what I was doing today, that would have been choice. But I'm not getting paid, so gotta go back to work at some point. Oh. Okay, so it is officially day 5. 4:30 in the afternoon, which is unfortunate that I woke up this late. I don't know what it is, but I'm so tired recently. I guess, like, maybe it has something to do with having the Rona. But yeah, fucking 4:30 in the afternoon. Wonderful. Goals for today are to obviously get some more writing done, and I don't know, maybe edit that other thing together that I was talking about yesterday. So yeah, there's that. I'm not super great at talking, and I'm even worse at it this early in the morning. So, catch you in the next one. Okay, so this is check-in number 3 for today. Just finished writing the thing that I've been writing all day. Didn't quite get to 10 pages as I would have liked, but you know, I got 8 and like 7/8, something like that. Most of 9, or something like that. But I mean, it's done. I don't want to. I guess I could like go back and add the extra pages, but I don't necessarily think it needs it. So yeah, I was pretty accomplished this morning. Yeah. And by morning, I mean this after 4:30 in the afternoon. But yeah, did some decent amount of writing, and I wanted to do this next check-in before like 10:30, just because I like to draw a delineation between the time I would typically be at work and the times that I would typically be off work. So the next hour and 24 minutes would still be time I would have spent at work typically. And yeah, I still got a decent amount accomplished. Not like an insane amount accomplished, but I got some. So yeah. That's it for now, and I will be back later. Okay, it is 11:16. What did I do since my last check-in? Basically nothing. Yeah, just ate some food. Holy crap. Did not realize how much time had passed, I suppose. But yeah, just reheated some mac and cheese. Watched a little of some generic Gordon Ramsay show and played a couple games of League. So no, you know, being productive on anything, but I did get that. I was productive earlier, so that helps. One can make an argument that I was productive for the day, but I was not overly productive, and it's kind of a easy way out to say that, oh yep, I did my thing, I'm done for the day. So like, I'll probably try to do some more stuff in this next segment, but no promises. I honestly think just like sleeping way too much or whatever kind of threw me off, and I'm just feeling lethargic. Maybe it's like, I don't know, I would like to say that there's some amount of cabin fever setting in, you know, like I haven't really left the apartment other than like a quick cigarette run, you know, all week since Saturday really. That's a new thing. I did not think I would get this restless this quickly. Yeah? Yeah? You need to chill, I'm talking to the camera. I don't know. Like, I've been reasonably productive, like, this entire endeavor, but I could still be more so. That being said, like, there's something to be said for the fact that this is still a pseudo-vacation. I should try to relax and enjoy myself, because, you know, it's probably not going to happen again for a while, so there's that. Kind of ambiguous response as to what I'm going to be doing for the next couple hours, but you know, I also don't really know. We'll just see wherever the winds take me, so to speak. It is 2:21 in the morning, so technically this is my last day of Trashcation. Not technically by the ordering of these check-ins, because, you know, check-ins go by my sleep schedule, not like a normal people's sleep schedule, or by like the actual days, but mostly just based around me. I finished up that project that I've been hinting at for the past some number of check-ins. It turned out pretty solid, honestly. I'm just worried about various things in regards to it that I don't really want to get into right now. But it's cool, and, you know, progress is progress. I've been working at a decent rate throughout this entire Trashcation. So far, I've honestly done all the things that I had like a mental tally list for in my brain at like the start of this. Wrote 2 separate things that needed to get written, and made a video, kind of like a clickbaity, trashy bullshit video, but a video. So yeah, I'm actually pretty good with the progress that I've made during Trashcation, and I've still got tomorrow. And even if I completely fucked off all day tomorrow, I still got a solid amount of things done, so that's pretty cool. I probably won't fuck off tomorrow because honestly, like, if there's one thing I have come to learn over this period of time, I'm not built to play League of Legends all day, every day, for days on end. I could probably do it for like two days on end, and then I'm like, oh man, I need to like do some other stuff, and also this game is super tilting and I don't want to play this game anymore. I mean, the tilting bit is like not the biggest of deals, but you know. Oop, anyway, battery's dying. Gotta cut you off before it dies. This is the penultimate check-in for day number 5. Yeah, I really didn't do anything after that last check-in. It's a little bit shorter time in between, but mostly just like played a couple games of League, meandered about, you know, the usual. So yeah, it's kind of starting to dawn on me that this is about to be over. I'm trying to just plan out how to make the most of tomorrow, to be honest. And the thought of going back to my normal job is kind of balls. I'm not super stoked about that. But at the same time, I kind of am, just because, like, getting out of the house and whatnot. But, you know, some good, some bad, all that. Anyway, so yeah, penultimate check-in for day number 5, and I will be back before I go to bed. Okay, so here it is, the final check-in of day 5. 5:03 in the morning. And tomorrow starts my last day of Trashcation. I'm actually, to be honest, pretty fucking bummed about it. Like, I'm trying not to like get so bummed that it ruins my last day, you know. But there it is, you know, everything looming and shit. Whatever. Found a TV show to binge. I'm probably gonna stay up a little bit too late watching some of that. And tomorrow will be tomorrow. It's like the day before the end of summer break, you know? Like, last day of fun before you have to deal with the bullshit again. Except you never have to stop dealing with the bullshit in real life. Like, you don't just get to go to school for 9 months and get 3 months off. You work to just exist, and that kind of blows. But it is what it is. Like I said, not trying to stay too down on and have it ruin the last day or whatever. Maybe I'm just a bit melancholy and what have you, but there it is. Last day of Trashcation. Cool.
Okay, this is it, ladies and germs. Final day of Trashcation. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. Pretty typical for my wake up time. I did end up staying up super late last night, till like 7 or so. So, I don't know, got a reasonable amount of sleep. And yeah, last day, day 6 of Rooney. I don't necessarily have anything planned for today in terms of like what I'm gonna do. Mostly just gonna see where it takes me, and yeah, last day before working again. Oh boy. Okay, final day of Trashcation, check-in number 2. So yeah, I apparently got a text during that amount of time that apparently it is okay for me to go back to work today, which is kind of super annoying. Obviously I didn't, because I'm here, but it's just annoying that like they gave me a time and I'm doing this whole, whatever you want to call it, documentary type thing, and so they gave me a time. I planned to be off for that time, and then they're like, nope, lol, just kidding, you could just come in whenever. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of making me mildly irritated that happened, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have my last day regardless, but I suppose now it is even more voluntary than it was before, so that's super fun. Regardless of what's going on with that situation, I'm still gonna try to enjoy my last day of Trashcation.
Mostly didn't do anything, honestly. Just played some video games. And that's my phone. A couple games of League. Actually, started doing a draft on Magic Arena, which is another interesting thing that I wanted to talk about. Like, typically when I'm off, I play some degree of Magic the Gathering. But during basically this whole Trashcation, I played like one game, which is kind of atypical. But I don't know. I thought that was interesting. Played a game of Rogue Tower. At some point, I have to look more into YouTube fair use policy, because that video that I worked on yesterday, I'm now having second thoughts that it might get like copyright struck or something. Just because like I'm basically stealing. That's not maybe the right word, but I'm using commercials that I found and then commenting on them. And I'm not sure if that's gonna fly with the whole YouTube thing. So I have to do some research into that. Last day, Trashcation. Woo. This is check-in number 3 or something like that. So I went ahead and just made another kind of crappy YouTube video. It's like, I don't know, it's fine. But that offset the fact that I'm not uploading the previous one, and although it's not great, yep, she's here. Although it's not great, it makes me feel a little bit better to still have done that and gotten that amount of progress out of the way. Remains to be seen how successful it'll be, but like, it'll probably be less successful than the one that would have gotten copyright struck down, but it probably won't get copyright struck down. So that's cool. In other news, like I said, it's about 9 o'clock. I would typically on a Friday be at work for another 2.5 hours. So it's the last 2.5 hours of my Trashcation technically, although obviously I'm gonna stay up super late, so Trashcation will live on through that. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do with that last 2 hours. New episode of The Boys is out. I might watch that because that show is perfect. But yeah, feeling a little bit better now that I still got some content made. And I will be around later for the next check-in. So this is the time I would typically get home from work on a Friday. So that means it's Trashcation is kind of over. Like, not quite. I still got like a few more hours till I gotta go to bed and whatnot, but it's basically just a normal Friday now. Work tomorrow and all that. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of fitting to get one last game of League in when I should have been working. I don't know. Somehow seems to bookend the experience, so to speak. But yeah, a little bit bummed. Like, it's not over till it's over, I suppose, but I don't foresee myself doing any more writing tonight. Well, maybe, but we'll see, I suppose. A cool, like 18 pages That's all I wrote. 18 pages in a shitty cobbled together YouTube video. Not like a spectacular amount of progress, but it's some progress. And like, I don't know, I am filming this, so like, that's something. But like this, like I'm putting probably too much stock into this turning out decent. I don't know. It's gonna be like a solid chunk of filming, probably the longest thing I've made, which doesn't necessarily equate to quality, but hey, miss all the shots that you don't take or whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of banking on the fact that this Trashcation documentary will work out. And if it doesn't, this was not a particularly productive week. It could have been worse though. It definitely could have been worse. And like, I could have like actually had symptoms of COVID and been in hell all week. But, so I guess all in all, Trashcation didn't turn out too poorly. Could have been a little bit better, could have definitely been a lot worse. So, yeah, that's it for now. I'll catch up with you guys in the final 2 check-ins. Okay. Day 6, penultimate check-in. Since I last checked in, I obviously shaved. And then I just fucking played League. Like, played a couple more games of League, and yeah, didn't do shit. I am kind of less than thrilled about the 18 pages written, so for the next hour, even if I just have to like stare in front of a blank screen, I am going to at least get 2 pages written. Optimistically, I'll get 7 pages written and bring it up to a nice, like, 25 is not an even number, but it's a number that would be nice to get to, So, I'm gonna do that, and then probably just like relax, probably gotta eat some more food, and then I will be back with the final check-in. Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk for a little bit longer in these next ones, at least for this one. Try to bring it back to the original 3-minute benchmark, so that means I've got about another minute 20 of rambling or so. Yeah, I guess some more reflections on the events of the week. It was like solid. It was pretty good. Like, hindsight's 20/20. You always wish you could have done more of this, more of that, less of this, less of that. But I feel like I made a pretty solid use of the time. Not like hyper productive, but still mildly productive while maintaining some semblance of a large semblance, to be called a spade, a large semblance of relaxation. Like, this was good. Like, even if nothing else comes of it, it was a pretty chill 6 days, and I'm not gonna get another 6 days for probably years, which is unfortunate. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And like I said, maybe this documentary will be a big hit. Give me some buku bucks and such. And then I could, like, I don't know, not work, or like work at something I care about as opposed to just working to exist. Just be free, you know, to like pursue my own desires, which is like kind of lame to say, but you know, that's kind of the dream, you know, to like not have to slave away at a job just to exist. And yeah, that would be nice. Okay, this is it. This is the last check-in of... Thanks computer. This is the last check-in of Trashcation. Honestly, I'm getting it done a little bit early because, like, a little bit honestly, the nerves of like trying to get this filmed and like get to bed at a decent time is giving me a little bit of anxiety. So I just figured I'd get it out of the way. Hopefully I don't mess it up, which would be bad. So yeah, overall thoughts on Trashcation. I did get those, not all 7 like I wanted, but I got some of the pages that I said in my previous check-in that I was going to write. I got 3, so puts me at a total of 21 pages and a kind of crappy sketch done. So, I don't know. Productivity wise, I feel like I did a pretty reasonable amount. But, like I said, could have done more. Played a bunch of League and relaxed. I don't know, it's just honestly like kind of a bit of a bummer that this whole thing is going to end. Gotta go back to work tomorrow. Yeah, not like super looking forward to that. Like honestly though, like the routine will be nice a little bit, and like obviously having some money would be solid. So yeah, gotta work, gotta pay bills and whatnot. But, you know, it also is reasonable to catch breaks as they come to you and stuff. And I feel like that's some degree what I did. Like, I don't know. Did I ace the class? I don't know. Maybe, probably not. But, you know, I passed probably. Like I enjoyed this past week, I suppose. So yeah. Yeah. Small cat's back for the final check-in. I am not stoked. I mean, I guess I kind of am. It's more like I'm nervous, just like general anxiety and getting back to work and stuff and all of that. But like, honestly, it falls as such that like I only have to go back to work for like 2 days and then I get 2 more days off. So like, reasonable way to ease back into the swing of things. But yeah, I'm honestly just trying to like keep talking a little bit so this last one goes on a little bit longer. Just cause like, I don't know, seems like a good thing to have potentially. I don't know though. I think I might have reached the end of my rambling rope, so to speak. And I guess like in summation, summer break is over. School starts again tomorrow.